Alright.
So what's up, guys? This is Paulo.
And I'm Daryl. Here with you with the loose joints. And today we're doing a Transformers review of
G1 Optimus Prime. Alright, so this will be our first review, so let us know what you guys think. And we'll take your feedback into consideration.
Yeah, and if you like us, then we'll come at you with even more reviews.
Yep.
So hopefully it'll be useful to you guys as well.
Alright, so right here we have G1 Optimus Prime. Alright, this is the Encore release, not an original, but as long as it's not a knockoff, it's fine. So I got this dude at Comic-Con last year, actually. I got it for $85, which is the average price it goes for. It goes around $75 to $90. But I got really impatient, so I went in and I bought this figure. And so yeah, I'm really happy with this purchase. And
yeah, especially since it goes with your Prime collection.
Yeah, I have a big ass Prime collection. I'll show you that later, maybe. But alright, Daryl.
Alright, so it's a typical Optimus Prime. G1 and L. Of course, you gotta have the red, the blues, and you know it's the G1 old shit. So you got to put on the stickers yourself and everything. Got the black on the wheels, the chromatic things going on. And rub sign. You got the rub sign. Shows the Autobot symbol. I know you guys probably can't see that from there, but yeah, whatever. You know what the fucking looks like. And so yeah, it's pretty much got the whole details over here. You got the Autobot logo. You know, it's typical Prime. I don't know what else I can say about it. Unfortunately, your smokestacks are tall.
Yeah, actually, yeah, my smokestacks are tall, but they're coming out with the American release, and when that one comes out, unfortunately, that one's only gonna have short smokestacks, which only go up to the red part.
Yeah, if you get that, you're just a poser.
But yeah, and alright, so let's get on to the transformation of Optimus, which is
the hardest and most complex thing you guys would have ever seen.
Ever in your fucking life. But alright, so here we have Optimus Prime without the trailer. And as you can tell, it's small, but it's fine. I mean, this is what like the definition of Transformers is. It's Prime in all his glory. So let's do the transformation, which is basic. So first thing you have to do is you have to pull the legs down.
You're halfway done.
Yeah, basically. Now you want to fold the feet up. Now here are the arms, like so. You guys probably know this. Most of you guys have probably played with a G1 Prime before. And the last step is this. That was gay. Anyway, so the next step basically is you have to put the fist on. What's funny about these fists though is, let me show you. It looks like he has cups in his hands. I don't understand why they made him like that, but I guess it's just the old school things that were done to it when it was back in the day. So here's Optimus Prime. His only accessory that he comes with in robot mode is his gun, which is iconic to Optimus Prime. He always has to have a big fucking gun. One thing about this gun though is that here's the handle and here's the trigger for it. Prime in this old school mode holds it right here, which is kind of weird, but you know,
it's gotta fit into his cups, man.
That's true. But all in all, it's okay. I mean, this is old school, so toys aren't like how they are today, basically.
I mean, you have to admit, it looks pretty gay anyways.
But it's old school, so it's 80s, like, it's fine.
It's cool in that vintage sense, but
yeah,
you know, if kids saw this nowadays,
they'd be like,
this is gay!
What the fuck? That's not Optimus Prime.
He's got the articulation at least.
Yeah. His articulation somewhat. His legs actually bend, which is pretty surprising for an old school toy.
I mean, at least it looks like Optimus, unlike my G1 Starscream. I mean, Starscream mode doesn't look like anything.
And then here, put the gun. See, I actually hold it right here on the handle, which is kind of weird, but you know, what can you do? All in all, you know, the robot mode is fine, I think. To me, it looks pretty cool. Yeah, the paint, it's really nice. It's not
really vibrant.
Yeah, that's
bright
true.
Red.
You know, like it has chrome, which, you know, they usually don't do on Hasbro figures nowadays. You have to go to Takara for that kind of stuff. So, yeah, really nice figure. Alright, so Daryl, you want to talk about the trailer now?
Alright, you can see this sweet trailer, guys. Right. Action movie scene, right? Imagine it. There you are, like hiding or something. I don't know what's going on, but anyways, oh fuck it. Bam!
Oh, knocked over Parker right in the kisser.
Yes. Well, here's Roller, anyways. And here's the door that comes off whenever you press the button on this guy.
My trailer is kind of weird because the hinges that's on it are kind of hard and like are kind of stiff, so my door comes off really easily.
Yeah, so I don't know, I think that's pretty sweet though, because it's fucking hella actiony. But alright, so here we have the trailer. Pop that open, and there we go. Just, you can have a little space base thing here, and that's pretty much it. You got more stickers on the inside. These are already on here, but you gotta put these on manually because it's the old school shit, and that's how you do it. So, and if you want something different, bam! Look at that transformation. Now it is a little repair place for Prime to go into. No, he was in the stasis lock or whatever, or you know, if he's a little thirsty, he had a little gas pump here. You can replace that with the gun or whatever. And then yeah, I mean the trailer's cool. It has that 80s look. Again, it's cool in that vintage sense. Otherwise, it looks stupid. Look, it's way too much colors. I mean, have you ever seen this many colors inside a robot or inside a computer or whatever? I don't know. I haven't though. And that's the trailer.
Mm-hmm. So all in all, you know, for 85 bucks, to most people this wouldn't be worth it, but to those hardcore Transformer fans like me and Daryl, I think it'd probably be worth it.
Yeah, especially that sweet exploding back door on that trailer.
Yeah, all in all, you know, this figure was really worth it to me. I mean, Optimus Prime was probably like close to my favorite Transformer of all time, next to Jazz. And yep, Optimus Prime, here we go. So in truck mode, I'd probably give Optimus Prime a 8 or 9 out of 10. I mean, like, even though it was back in the day, it looked like a truck. Like
yeah, at least it still looked like a good old
like
convoy truck.
Yep.
Look what it's supposed to do. What's supposed to look like. And you know, even though Optimus Prime is not as chunky as that in the show.
Yeah.
It was more based on his truck mode. So.
Yep. So all in all, truck mode, I give it 8 or 9 out of 10.
I'll give it an 8. Just cause.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But robot mode, I'd give the robot mode a 10 out of 10 just for nostalgic reasons.
You know, if you want to be real about it, I mean, it doesn't have the in and out articulation on the arms or in and out on the legs. You know, his head only rotates, stuff like that. I give it, you know, what today's standards, I give it a 4 or 5. I don't know why.
Alright, so here's G1 Encore Optimus Prime. just pick them up if you see them on online retailers and stuff. And yeah, alright, this is Paulo.
And Daryl.
This is the Loose Joint signing out. Later, guys.